Donald's behaviour in Mickey's Amateurs is quite shocking, and I'm quite surprised that even for the 30s, this is something that they decided to put in a Disney short. The actual cartoon itself is pretty interesting, but Donald, I'm shocked. So this was released in 1937, directed by Pinto Colvig, and we have obviously our usual brilliant voice cast with Walt Disney himself as Mickey Mouse, Clarence Nash as Donald Duck, Pinto Colvig as Goofy, and various others. Florence Gill or Gill voices Clara Cluck, who I love. I love Clara Cluck as a character. I think she's so underrated. We also have Elvia Allman as Clarabelle Cow. And basically, Mickey is putting on a kind of open mic night where we have this audience of other characters, and these popular Disney characters come along and do some performances. That sentence got away from me. And it starts off with Pete. Pete is a character I don't really care for, but I don't mind him in this. He's not really too much of a problem. And then, well, I'll come back to Donald. Donald comes on next, but I will talk about Donald. There will be spoilers in this because I need to go into detail. But coming back to Donald, we have two Claras, Clarabelle and Clara Cluck. Their performance was quite interesting. As I said, I really like Clara Cluck. I think she's a really underrated Disney character, and I'd love to see more of her, especially today. I think she's a lot of fun. And I just love the noise. I love the noises she makes. She's just so entertaining. So their performance was fine. Then we have Goofy doing a kind of one-man band thing. It was a little bit peculiar, but fairly entertaining. The animation style that goes along with all of this is really interesting. The music, well, the music's good, but obviously in some cases it's not meant to be that good because it's an amateur kind of talent show or open mic night. So it's not meant to be pitch perfect, but it's, it's engaging and it works well with what's on screen. All of that, absolutely fine. Donald, now we know Donald has anger issues, but this is something else. He's trying to do a rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but he forgets the words and he gets frustrated and he's kind of kicked off of the stage. But he comes back, and he comes back dressed as, well, in like a disguise, and it's still not working. So he comes back with a, I think what looked like a violin case or something, and then he opens the violin case and pulls out a gun and starts shooting at the audience. I kid you not. This is what happens. The audience laugh at him because he forgets the words. He's holding them at gunpoint, saying, you will let me finish this song, but he can't get through it. He can't remember the words to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The audience laughs again. He opens fire. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that, there are so many Disney shorts that are a little bit questionable, or where the characters maybe do things that definitely today wouldn't be acceptable. But for Donald to actively shoot at the audience, I can't quite believe it. So it was certainly very jaw-dropping, very interesting to look at what Disney used to consider acceptable. As I said, there were things that previously were fine that definitely aren't now, but by far, apart from the more racist clips, this is definitely one of the most shocking that I have seen. Certainly a very interesting animation, very well edited, everything works really well, the little narrative flows nicely, the acts go on, the acts go off, it's really interesting, really great to see Clara Cluck in this. Donald, I just can't get my head around it. It's definitely the most angry I've ever seen Donald. I enjoyed the cartoon, but that aspect of it is a little bit much. Definitely check it out, it's very interesting. But just be prepared to be a little bit surprised by how far they take Donald's anger. Mickey's Amateurs is certainly a curious one to watch, but maybe a little bit questionable.